Hi, this is Sensan Mashi, and this is a twin flame reading. Um, I'm gonna be honest, I was just doing a reading at night. And look at the time, it's 5 a.m. Uh, Truth is, I was actually playing a lot of League of Legends, but I met someone very interesting, and it became very important that I played that late night game, and then me and that person just ended up talking a bunch, and I sent them a link to go read One Piece. But yeah, I started doing this reading, and I'm realizing I'd much rather if other people resonate with these messages too, then great. Just know that this reading was intended for myself because I normally don't. Well, not normally don't, but usually I just kind of freestyle my readings. But when I plan them out, it's really interesting to see how the reading goes. So I just started, and I'm at Divine Masculine's Mind Space. We get listen. So I'm just gonna read it to you, or you can look at it. Okay. My camera. There we go. Take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. One second. Okay. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understanding the person or situation. Understanding is essential to improving the relationship or situation. Remember once again to center yourself and use all your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to your partner, parents, children, friends, coworkers, pets, anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself. Tune into your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? So, with this being his mind space, I see that he or she, this divine masculine energy is really actually trying to hone in on their intuition and understand what's going on with just kind of everything, but also kind of about you, because we get dedicated effort, and with dedicated effort, here, let me find it. Here it is. Okay. Creating and maintaining satisfying relationships takes effort and diligence. You've shown that you have what it takes and that you're dedicated. Through your life's experiences, you've learned some valuable interpersonal skills. Use these tools to continue to nurture your relationships with family, friends, and your partner. It's easy to lose focus, especially when situations become difficult. However, you have the integrity and discipline to be continued. You have the integrity and discipline to continue to work at to continue to work at improving your relationships with others. Your efforts will be rewarded. This is a good time to learn more about the people you're in a relationship with. The more you understand a person's beliefs, the easier it is to comprehend the motives behind his or her actions. That sentence calls out to me a lot. Anyways, this greater understanding will go far in fostering better communication. Learning new communication skills would also be useful at this time. You have what it takes to sustain positive, loving, supportive relationships. Keep up the good work. So yeah, I really get that if you guys are resonating, which maybe you won't know because this is about your divine masculine. Unless if you're divine masculine, then maybe you can feel if this resonates, but perhaps you're really trying to understand this person and you really are trying to put in the work to communicate with them and understand them. Yeah, that is what I'm getting. And then, sorry, challenging times. Looking for it in here. Nope. It's gotta be this one. Yep. Found it. Let's see. Challenging times. This is about the ego. Human ego can be helpful when it provides us with a sense of self, value, and purpose. However, the ego can also lead to problems when it seeks to build itself up at the expense of others. Quarrelsome energies may be in the air at this time. You may find yourself either instigating disagreements or being pulled into them by others. Step back and examine the real issues behind the conflict. You may find that it's more about being right than it is about what is right. Sorry, I was trying to switch the page. It's not working. There we go. You may also find a relationship to be... Damn, one second. There we go. You may also find a relationship to be more challenging than usual, sensing an underlying power struggle even though surface energies appear to be calm. Use your intuition and intellect to ascertain what's happening. While competition can be stimulating, it's disruptive to a relationship. You can avoid this by thinking before you speak or act, and by coming from a place of honesty and love. So, this is the mind space of perhaps your divine masculine, or maybe if that's you. So, yeah, honestly, so far so good. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. It really sounds like they are not only trying to understand, but want to understand. They're also kind of wondering, like, oh man, like, so many relationships before have been so much more, like, I don't know, everything's always a challenge, but like, wow, this is a real challenge to get through, because, I don't know, from how all of these are going, there seems to be some sense of control in the situation of the relationship. It's kind of interesting. But let's see what the heart space is. So seek, ooh, flow, and base chakra. So in their heart, wow, that's very powerful energy. Let me read it. Okay, that's the page. I should have just got my tripod. Oh well. Alright, quiet, understand, retreat, solitude, introspection, guidance. So yeah, again, just with the mind space, they are in their heart just trying to understand what's going on. They may really not know what's going on, is what I'm getting from this for your divine masculine, and I guess my divine masculine, since that was originally this reading, but hopefully this resonates with others out there. I believe everyone on Twin Flame Journeys kind of go through similar energies around similar times, or perhaps you won't go through this kind of energy until like 3 weeks later, and then you suddenly see this video or stumble upon a different video that says similar messages. Who knows? But yeah, so if you see this message, chances are it's resonating in the moment. But if you see it and it doesn't, perhaps it's a future energy, or perhaps this is energy that your divine masculine has that you didn't know that they had. Anyways, I'm gonna read this. Sometimes, oops, come on phone, I believe in you. Cool. Sometimes individuals become so engrossed in a relationship or in wanting a relationship that all perspective is lost. The relationship becomes their world and they lose sight of themselves. This card suggests that now is the time to take a step back, either from a relationship or from the desire for one, and go on an internal quest to rediscover yourself. I really love this reading, guys. Alright, one of my favorite sayings is, there can't be a we until there's a me. I do like that quote. If this resonates with you, it's time to have a dialogue with your higher self. Whoa. And your guides about who you are and what you really need in life. You may be surprised by the answers. Dude, yeah, I need to go talk to my higher self again. It's been a while. This is also a good time to physically retreat from your busy life and relationships. Attending a spiritual retreat would be optimal. However, simply finding some time for solitude and introspection can be just as beneficial. Take a walk in nature, quiet your mind, and listen for messages from the birds and trees. Give yourself the gift of daily 5-minute meditations. Pull a card from the deck and sit with the card's image, seeking its deeper meaning for you about what role relationships play in your life. Excuse me. You may feel that you need assistance in your quest for greater understanding regarding what you need in a relationship, or even how to handle a specific relationship. Find a guide or mentor who's knowledgeable in matters of the heart, and converse with that person. So yeah, heart space is very much like the mind space. The mind space, see, they're clearly at work with like trying to like logic this out and figure this out. They're like, okay, well, what do I do? What do I do? What's going on? What does that sentence mean that they typed? Does it mean this? Does it mean that? It's like they're really trying to figure you out. So in other words, Divine Masculine, you're really trying to figure me out, and I am proving to be quite a challenge. Yeah, like if I were you, I would agree. I'd be like, yeah. And being me, I do agree. But yeah, and then heart space, I'm getting your guys' or our Divine Masculines, everybody, is really trying to seek the answers in their heart. They're just like really trying to like ask themselves what exactly is going on, and trying to find the meaning in what's going on. Right next to it, we get flow. Flow is about attract, expect, release, serendipity, cycles, expansion. So, there we go. The energies around you at this time are positive and are driving you forward. Let yourself flow with these energies and put them to good use. This is an opportune time to attract your heart's desires. Do you want more love, peace, or greater understanding? Is your heart calling out for a new relationship? Does a current relationship need improvement? Focus on your desires and allow them to manifest by expecting them to. So right off the bat, I'm getting like whatever you seek, once you do that, go with the flow and like pursue that is basically what it's like, what this reading is saying. So there's two aspects. One is about, is your heart calling out for a new relationship? So basically, if that's calling out, is saying bring this into the physical world, really act on that, and go off of it. Another thing it says is like, does a current relationship need improvement? So again, if like through your seeking, that's what you find, manifest that, put that in reality. Whatever you soul search for and find in your heart, Divine Masculines everywhere. And for me, Orange Bird. Whatever it is that you're seeking, Spirit, according to this book and these cards, Spirit is saying that focus on those desires, allow them to manifest by expecting them to. So it's funny, for me, my Divine Masculine, when he talks to me, or when we've talked a bit, like it feels a bit like I get like pretty solid advice about how, like, if you have expectations, like you're just kind of like seeing someone as some like body of light or something that's not really them. It's like, it's like, oh, don't have expectations, because if you go into stuff without expectations, then you will always be surprised, sort of thing, kinda. I don't know. Or like, if you have no expectations, then like, then that's good. Like, I feel like there's a taboo about expecting outcomes, but it's different. It's funny because like it seems like they do a lot of expecting outcomes. Our Divine Masculines with like, ooh, battery low. Let me get the charger, and I'll just talk. So it seems like they, with their mind space, they do a whole lot of like trying to figure out conversation, trying to like get conversation to go a certain way, stuff like that. Or like when they type certain words or say certain things, or if they call you up on the phone and they communicate certain concepts. Hold on. I'm like trying to move my thing. By the way, I'm just saying a bunch of examples because like I want this to apply to everyone, not just me. But what was I saying? Yeah, so what was I saying? perspective. But I really want to remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, but like, like stir up a conversation where they're like, okay, this is how people say stuff. When they say this stuff, usually the other person responds like this, and then I'll go over here. So it's like they're kind of like, that's what they think. They're like, yeah, when I say these things, the other person, aka me or you guys watching, will say like this, and then they realize that us, like we don't actually say the expected result. We say whatever it is we felt. Is the tricky thing. That's what makes this a challenge. And so I think they are becoming more and more aware of that, and so now they're like, okay, this person clearly knows what they want and clearly just says what they think. Maybe I should search for that and do the same. And so flow means like they're gonna go with the flow, and I think this is a little bit inspired by us divine feminines. I'm gonna be honest. Or maybe this is divine feminine and this is divine masculine and you're one or you're the other. However these messages resonate, just think of this as other person and you, or you and other person. Or, this is a friend and someone they are like in a relationship with or a connection with is really what I should be saying. Connection, sorry. If these resonate some way or another, I'm happy. I really did just kind of in the spur of the moment, like, okay, let's do this. I'm like, alright, universe, like, I have a lot of insomnia, might as well use that to my advantage and find something meaningful that'll help me out. I figured writing some intentions would be pretty cool. So anyways, this is about desire, basically. This is like, what do they desire? 3, 6. Yeah, sorry, I was just making sure. Alright, desire is love, a sort of coming together is how I see it. This is kind of the twin flame card for me in this deck. That's something I picked up real quick about what it meant to me, as well as like just seeing like yourself and like the beauty for what it really is, for what you really are, who you really are. Like that you're actually this soul, and this soul is like just like beautiful. I don't know, like stuff about yourself you didn't realize. But let's go with love first. Love, relate, choose, harmonize, romance, creativity, reconciliation. Take some time to examine your relationship with others as well as yourself. Are you coming from a place of, oh, I'm sorry, by the way, this is what we want. I kind of mixed that. So basically what your divine masculine is doing with their heart space is seeking the answer. And what we are seeking, or what our heart space is that we already know we want this in the 3D world. We already know we want to meet up again and like what's the word, reunite. So sorry about that. So this is us again. We are the challenge, and then that's your divine masculine over there. They're trying to figure out the challenge, and this is us. So basically this card is going to be us, and this card is your divine masculine. Anyways, I'll keep reading. Sorry this is really unorganized, but I feel that there's someone on this channel, or just anyone who may view this video, that might benefit from this. It's important to empathize, remain non-judgmental, and love people for who they are. The same applies to your relationship with yourself. Definitely, I'm getting a lot of yourself's energy in here. There's an opportunity now to bring your being into a harmonious whole. Forgive your faults and rejoice in your perfect uniqueness. Yes, cards, yes, or book. It may also be time to examine the choices you make regarding matters of the heart. Are you cliffhanger? Are you choosing to have people in your life who support and empower you? Surround yourself only with those who encourage and sustain you, and who push push or guide you to be all that you truly can be. Let me push this back some more. There we go. This will help you value yourself and raise your vibration to that of unconditional love. There may also be an opportunity for a new romance. for improving an existing romance, or for healing a disharmonious relationship. Seize this energy and take action. If you're looking for a new romance, make yourself available and be open. See it and feel it in your life right now. This will raise your vibration and attract that new love to you. If you're looking to improve an existing romance, then maybe it's time to be creative. A weekend getaway, a romantic dinner, or simply telling the person how much you love and appreciate them. Aww. To heal a disharmonious relationship, open a dialogue. Let the person know that you value the relationship and want to improve it. An affirmation, I feel like I want to read this one. I honor myself as well as others by acting from a place of love. So, yeah. This is, oh yeah, by the way, this is like the guidance on some actions or some advice that Spirit might be trying to say to your Divine Masculine, or is they are getting signs, or they're being pushed in this way, or overall this is the course of action they are taking. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm getting from this. Oh wait, no, this is the desire one. Sorry, I read the wrong thing. This is what they want. So never mind. That's not even the advice. That's like literally what they want. That's actually really cool. I don't know if you guys feel that same way, but I feel pretty good about that. Or like that makes me happy. But it's also good that, you know, like, obviously here's kind of where the whole like the no expectation thing that I was talking about, it's like, don't necessarily expect specific messages, but overall, like, the vibe I am getting is reconciliation. Like, I think this card means a lot to your Divine Masculine in a number of ways, is what I'm saying. It could be one, more, or all of these. Definitely just be open to all of them, and not just, like, that it has to be certain ones. So, like, the messages I got is that, you know, that perhaps they're trying to mend their relationship with someone that they might be with, or with friends, or with family. They are just trying to mend relationships in general. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So, I am getting they are trying to mend their relationship with you as well, because this is a twin flame reading. But I am also getting that they are perhaps just doing that in general, with love in general, because if they are acting a certain way where they can't figure you out and they're seeking out, like, what does their heart really do, then I feel like it would make sense that this is a general thing for them regarding not just you, but people in their lives. So if you don't know much about your Divine Masculine, at the least, assume that this applies to multiple people in their life and not just you. But if you know them really well and you know this is about you, like 100% of the way, that's how you resonate, then take the message that way too. This is about stepping back, reconnecting to rest, to recharge. So it's like, as much as they want to reconcile with things, they also need to heal themselves and rest. It's like, if they were to just do this, I think the pain, they'd perhaps are scared that the pain from all, like, doing that, or the commitment behind doing that, would be too much for the current them, for the them that is, like, you know, they're still recovering and they're still healing. So I'll read this. So much time and effort can be what the heck? Come on. Thank you so much, phone. It'll work, I know it. Yay, so much time and effort can be expended in maintaining current relationships or in creating new ones that it's easy to forget to just stop and breathe once in a while. So I'm getting that your Divine Masculine is actually doing very good at that, and that they know not to tire themselves out, that there's so much going on that they are just taking steps back and breathing. They are just taking steps back from all sorts of people that they want to, like, mend their heart with, so to speak, or mend the relationship with, or choose or understand that that's not what they want, etc., etc. Whatever this is, whoever this is about, for each version of that, or each situation of that, your Divine Masculine, it seems, is taking steps back in general so they can really quiet the mind, listen to their higher self, I guess. I'm reading the messages through the book. Taking a break from personal relationships, reconnecting with your spiritual side, setting aside a few minutes to just sit quietly and just be. In addition to caring for your spiritual self, look after your physical body, get plenty of sleep, eat healthy foods, and exercise. Treat yourself to a movie or take a walk in nature. Step away from any cares around matters of the heart and just breathe. By taking time for yourself, you'll recharge your emotional batteries and have more energy to invest in relationships. So it's like what they want is what their heart also desires. So that's good, because their heart is desiring just seeking out within, like going within and figuring out what their heart wants. Like not just with love, but with life too is also what I'm getting. It's really just seeking answers in general, but going with the flow of also like their heart space wants to, if like once they realize what they want, not only do they want to go with the flow of that, they also want to pace themselves. And yeah, so let's see what, overall what we are wanting is to manifest this. We clearly seem to have some sort of expectation of our divine masculine being a part of our life. What it is we want to manifest. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like true. I do want to manifest this connection, this relationship. Yeah, and I'm gonna pull a clarifier on it. Yeah, this one. New vitality. Yeah. We chances are you guys are resonating that you want this connection. You just want that energy of what that connection was before. I'm just hearing no expectation. I also see 11. So it's like basically, well, I'll just say how I feel, guys. Like I want this connection, but I also am just totally chill with how the connection already was. Perhaps something we are trying to convey, something that I want to convey to my divine masculine. I don't know if you ever hear this message for some reason, but yeah, it is. I'm just trying to manifest things that I want in life. And that means a lot of things. Like it's like I'm just trying to see what's on my journey. That's what I'm trying to get at. So this is the Fool card. That actually helps me a lot. So it's like I'm this person on a journey, on a path, and it's just like if there's flowers, or if there's berries, I'm gonna pick a flower, or I'm gonna pick some berries, or if there's a cool stone, I'll pick it up. So earlier on my path there was you, and so it's like I feel you are still on my path, and that when we cross or meet up on this path, or I run into you, like it would be what I want is new vitality, is to revitalize the connection. So that's kind of what I want. Overall, this is the advice part. Now, the advice, feeling alone, spread your wings. That's real tricky. So I'm hearing close the gap. Like seriously. Feeling alone, spread your wings. So this is the Five of Pentacles, guys. Five of Pentacles is feeling out in the cold, feeling isolated, feeling separate from something else, feeling like an outsider. So spreading your wings, this is kind of just like go down this path. It's scary, yeah, there's risks, yeah, you could fall, but if you just take a leap of faith, so to speak, and just go on this road, like this beautiful place is right over there. This house you're looking at, you can get there. This like river or ocean, whatever this is, you're like, oh, how do you cross? It's like you simply cross. You can do it. It looks like you might fall or sink or drown or whatever, but the truth is it's quite a straight shot. That's the advice I'm getting for you, divine masculines. And then choose your battles. Yeah, choose your battles. It's kind of like, so I got this card earlier for if I should play a game of League. I wasn't necessarily asking that, but all the cards were coming out where they were just kind of like, you could play another game. And I was like, sure, fine. And then I met someone who I feel really needed a spiritual friend, and they said like they never met anyone positive. Like every single person they've met in their life is negative, and I'm pretty much the only person they've met who's positive, and like that blew my mind. But also it was like good that I chose to do another game. And so choose your battles, the way I'm seeing it is like what we're all the advice to us divine feminines, it's like perhaps we're feeling like, oh, it's crazy that we're pursuing this whole connection. I'm just hearing from Spirit that the advice that they're giving us is that it's not, that you get to choose your destiny, you get to choose your own situations, your own battles. It's fine if this seems like a challenge to others but not to you. Like, look how this person just knows exactly which one they're interested in facing, you know? It's like every person, like to me, the one that calls out that I want to face is the green one. But maybe to you who's watching, it's the orange one. But the point is, they all look scary if they don't call out to you. But the one that calls out to you, you're like, okay, I can do this one. It's kind of like in a game. If you're given the option to fight 3 bosses, you just know which one is like the boss you want to fight first, or the one you know you're going to like connect with. I don't know, 'cause sometimes like it's really fun to fight a boss. Or like maybe this is like you choose a perk in the beginning, and it's like which one calls out to you, and you get a free like. This is like choose your class, you know? And so for me, my battle, my choice is this connection. It's like, yeah, I will fight for love. So divine feminines out there, it's kind of like you choose your battle. And how I'm resonating with this is earlier I was talking to a really dear friend, and I remembered again how like insane my journey can sound, or like how like people just might not get it unless if they're in that connection sometimes. So basically what I'm getting is if you're talking to people and they may say like, oh, hey, just drop this connection, or oh, hey, you like this, like there's a lot of this, like isn't this overwhelming you? Like maybe you should just like not give them your time at all. Like come on, like blah 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 blah. Maybe they'll say things like you deserve something like this or like that. But the truth is, they are looking at a different statue than you. So their advice is so different. It's like telling an archer, like, oh, just go get those mana potions. Or telling a mage, like, just go buy some arrows. Like, go fight that thing with the arrows, dude. And you're like, what? I'm a mage, you know? It's just like that. So I hope this reading made sense to you guys. Made sense to me. So yeah, this was a very last minute reading. If you guys are worried about my sleep schedule, do not worry. I actually have some more opportunities coming up. I may have to postpone the giveaway for another week because I'm actually traveling to Utah with my oldest sister to help her out because it's a 12.5-hour drive. So I think she and I are going to take turns. But yeah, so I'm going to be out of town for some time. And as you guys know, I quit on that last job opportunity because I felt it wasn't for me. So yeah, it'll be a while before I can get back into the giveaway stuff. I am probably still going to go to the store and buy the amount of the giveaway I'm thinking of.